Well, I looked at Christine's beef and macaroni soup, and there's a few things. Well, number one, my husband won't eat macaroni noodles. So, that's a no. And I vacillated. I do have something noodle-ish, and that's these pierogies. Now, these are noodles stuffed with potato and cheese. I like them by themselves, maybe with some crumbled bacon and that sort of thing. So, not going to use those. I did have some pad thai noodles, but I don't have enough of them. And, you know, again, he's not much of a noodle person. Now, he's also not much of a rice person, but that's what I chose. Because remember, I just bought this new whole grain rice, and I cooked a big batch of it yesterday. So I have some already cooked brown rice, and I'm going to add that. So already one big change. I have my beef in here, and I've turned it on. I am not going to drain mine. I am going to and I added to that some minced garlic. I just put it to taste, which means there's quite a bit. Probably a couple of tablespoons at least, maybe 3. Yeah. I even considered cutting up some fresh garlic, but I'm good with this. So now, since I get a 93% lean beef, and this is 1.5 pounds, so this is probably a bit much, but I want it to be a thick with meat soup. So I've got that turned on to a medium high. But since I'm not going to drain anything off of this, I'm going to add my other ingredients. Now, I cut up some fresh veggies here. Now, she had lots of onion and carrots. Now, you see, I like the variegated colors in the carrots. So I have some purple carrots and orange and pale carrots. I've also done a combo on the onions. Some long sliced onion. Sweet onion, I use Mayan Sweets. And I've also done a couple of the green onions. All right, so I'm going to put all of that in here. I'm going to put the carrots in here first. And then the big onion. Well, heck, I can put it all. I think I've done that before. Changed my mind. All right. So I've got all those veggies in here. Well, obviously, I'm going to need something. I did get tomato paste, which I'm going to put in there. But before I do that, I'm going to use some beef broth. I had vegetable broth in mind, and I had some in the fridge, but I think it was older than 14 days, and that's the max time for, using it safely, so I decided just to open something fresh, and the only thing I had was the beef broth. So I'm going to put that until it gets up just above the veggies. Might end up using this whole thing. Ooh, so that's what it looks like. Yikes. Smooth move, X-Size. All right. So that will begin boiling soon. And I'll go ahead and get the tomato paste. I'm going to put a little bit of my Kitchen Bouquet just for grins and giggles, because this is good for soups and gravies. Marinades too, I expect. we'll put the entire can. And normally I will put some water in it, but I think I'll just put a little bit of this. Because of course I'm going to recycle the can. And may as well get as much of the tomato paste as possible. And then I'll rinse it out further and recycle the can. All right. Okay, so then I'm going to put salt. And remember, I already put the garlic. I'm going to put a little bit of white pepper just because I'm kind of addicted to the stuff. I really like it. And then I'll mix it all up. I didn't have any basil, so I chopped up some cilantro. Interesting. A lot of people don't like cilantro, but I really do. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. No harm in putting in an herb this soon. I won't mind if it gets degraded in there a little bit. Then I'm going to put the cover on this and let it heat up real good. Let me try this a different way. So, you see what I'm... Yes, the hamburger is not cooked. No, I'm not going to drain it. Why? Because it's 93% lean. If I have a little bit of oil from the ground beef on the top, I'll just skim it off with a spoon. But I don't anticipate there being that much. All right, so that's all my ingredients. I could add a bean. I might. I've got some black beans, white beans, and kidney beans, but I don't know. I'm definitely going to add the rice after these ingredients have cooked together really well. And then I'll let you see what I came up with. Definitely different, but she gave me the inspiration to use what's in my own kitchen to make something kind of similar. Anyway, we'll see in a few minutes. Well, just to get a progress check. Here we go. It's looking really good. There's kind of big chunks that I'm breaking up, but I want to leave some of the medium-sized chunks in there. So this is all going really nicely. I'm going to let that simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour. I did want to show the rice I got. Now this is a whole grain brown rice. Has 64% more fiber, it says, and more antioxidants. It's a pain to make, but again, that's why I made a big batch. Got a nice bubble going here. It's been going for a while, at least 30 minutes. The carrots can be easily cut. That'll be, it's time to add the rice. So I've already taste tested. This is the finished, this is the finished product. Okay. I did add just a little bit of chipotle chili pepper. I didn't put that originally, but just to spice it a little bit. So that's my variation. What do you think?